So today I will be providing a briefing on two different homicide incidents that actually occurred within a couple of hundred blocks from each other. So first, let me talk about the first incident. So at approximately 8 p.m., we received a call shooting just occurred in the 3500 block of Liberty. Upon arrival, our officer arrived approximately 8 p.m. So upon arrival, they learned that one female complainant was shot and was already transported to the hospital. And while they were investigating the scene, later on, they learned that she had passed away. While our officers were still processing the first original scene, approximately 2 hours later, they heard multiple gunshots in the area. So they immediately started making their way toward that location, which is the 3800 block of Liberty, which is right behind me. Upon arrival, they observed that there was a large crowd dispersing from the scene, and they made their way toward the complainant, and they learned that he had passed away. They did attempt to provide first aid, but he already had passed away. And at that scene, they also learned that another victim self-transported himself to a local hospital where he is in stable condition. So we have two different scenes happening within a couple hours, two different homicides. So now, while our officers were at the first original scene at 3500 block, they heard gunshots in the area as well. So when they turned around, they observed one vehicle coming toward the crime scene, and they stopped that vehicle. So two individuals, they stayed at the scene, who were questioned, and then were released. However, one individual took off running from that scene. So officer gave chase to that individual, but they were not able to locate him. They set up a perimeter. They also called for a K9 unit and a helicopter, but they were not able to locate him at all. However, during the search, we did recover one weapon, but we are not sure if that weapon is linked to the suspect. That will be determined at a later time. So at this time, we have two different homicides. The first scene is already cleared. We're working on the second one, and then we had the separate shooting, but we're not sure if the car we stopped was actually linked to that shooting incident or not. Now, we are still processing the scene. We're looking for surveillance videos. We are questioning witnesses. There could be potential more witnesses, so I would highly encourage those individuals to contact our homicide division at 713-308-3600 or our Crime Stoppers at 713-222-8477. So now I'll open myself to any questions you may have.
Do we have a motive on either one of them in the two homicides?
At this time, we do not, but our detective is still here, and we're looking for the motive and also looking for any additional leads that will lead us to the suspect.
Is there any way to believe right now that any of these two shootings are related?
No, we don't have any. It's just coincident. They happen within several blocks from each other, but right now we don't have anything that would link these two cases together.
As far as that goes, since they're only like 2 or 3 blocks from each other, and you had half dozen, maybe dozen officers at the first scene,
Right.
or the crime scene, homicide detectives, comment on that as to the mentality of the people in the neighborhood. They didn't care there were police just a couple blocks down,
Right.
but they committed this crime. I mean,
Right.
is that a bad?
It's definitely a concern for our officers because they're out here doing their job, and then you hear gunshots. That's definitely a concern. But for tonight, we already have our crime suppression teams, and we are going to increase our police presence in this area. Especially, we have a lot of neighbors. They're out watching, and they're concerned. We want to make sure that we increase our patrol presence for tonight.